Let's go over to my makeshift anvil here. My glue should be dry. I'm trying not to touch it too much with my dirty hands, because when I stain it, I want the stain to set, right? I'll put 4 rivets in here. I'm just going to try it with just the rivets. No stitching, right? There's 1. I'll go all the way in there. Back a little bit. I'm not going to be able to do 3 of them. Right there. Come back just a little bit on it, right there. Didn't quite go all the way through. There we go. Didn't quite go all the way through. No. There we go, all the way through. Okay. It went all the way through. Okay, try to even them out here. Try to space them out a little bit evenly. All right, there. Looking good. All right, there. Up just a little bit. Away from the edge there. I don't want to rub up against that rivet too much, so actually I'll just punch it on this side right here. That's what comes through, just like that. I need to put a little bit of beeswax on this punch because I'm trying to go through 2 layers here, and it's just tough to get through 2 layers, and I got the glue in the middle there too, so the glue is making it really tough. I'm kind of using the wrong glue, but it'll work for now, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Just like so. Okay, let's see if this will work here. This is my first leather project ever, so don't make fun of me, man. Get this centered in my anvil so my anvil doesn't fall off my log here. Okay, let's see if these rivets will hold in here. If these rivets don't hold, I'll just put some different rivets in there. Just grind them off and put some heavy duty rivets in there. But that's what I'm talking about, my anvil, right? Kind of balance my anvil out here, so. There we go. Let's see if that'll work. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'll put a little bit of stain on it, and that'll be perfect. And I'm going to test this a little bit. I'm going to test and see how durable these rivets are here, because these rivets can wear out, you know, after a couple years. You know, I metal detect every day, and I use this every day. But I think on my next one, it might spread out a little bit here after I dye it and stain it and condition it. It might soften up a little bit so the rivets aren't going to be rubbing on my pants leg, right? Because I want this to bulge out here too, just like it's bulging here. So on my next one, I'm going to make it just a little bit wider. I'll make it a little bit wider so I can have that bulge coming out right here. So my leg is resting on the bulge of leather in the back here, not on these rivets here, because they'll wear it out, right? And they'll wear my jeans out. But I think it'll soften it up a little bit. I got some glue all over the front of it, but this is not the pretty model, right? I got some lines right there for my layouts, and And I'll trim up the edges a little bit here, make them a little bit softer to the touch. But after a little bit of use, you know, it'll be just fine. There we go. This is my first hand digger sheath ever. Took me about 2.5 hours, but I did have to make a template for it and had to lay some stuff out. Had to open up all my new tools, so that took a while too. And I was working on the floor upstairs in my room because I don't really have a bench right now to work with. But I'm going to start making some more of these. I think that was fun. That was a fun project. Even though I could have been out detecting today, I spent over half the day at the store getting supplies like leather and the tools, running down the craft store to go get a cutting mat, and got a mallet at a different store, and got some clamps at a different store. It just, they didn't have what I needed. I bought some extra tools, you know, other than what you see there, of course. You know, I got lots of other tools that I bought today. But I'm going to start making these, and I'm gonna probably start selling them, most likely. I'm not into making money off it, especially at first, because I have a lot of money invested in tools. I spent probably $600 a day on all kinds of tools and stuff, and leather. The leather's really expensive, man. It was an eye-opener for me. Why leather shoes, why leather belts, why good leather products are expensive, because the leather is extremely expensive, man. Genuine leather is cheap. You know, you buy those cheap belts or wallets or cheap shoes, you know, they fall apart. You know, genuine leather is not top grain leather. That is top grain leather. I just haven't stained it and conditioned it yet. So I got some oil. I got some special oil for it. I got some special stain. I got some brushes so I can stain it. And I got another leather a punch skewer, a pricking iron, and so I can maybe start stitching them with some saddle stitches, make them look a little bit better than, you know, pretty rough like that. But that'll last years, you know, for anybody. That's just fine. But I've seen on eBay recently, and even on metal detecting websites, you know, they have these digging sheaths that are made out of genuine leather. They're like 25 bucks, you know. They might last you a year or so, but they last longer than the canvas ones that they give you with your hand diggers. But this hand digger sheath will last many, many years, just the way it is with those rivets in it. I don't plan on sticking with rivets, but I'm going to test it out. I just want to see, because I don't want to have to buy a stitching machine. You know, I don't want to have to buy a leather a sewing machine. I'm not into sewing. I want to try some saddle stitching though, but I'm really interested in the leather smithing. I've been watching a lot of videos in the last year. I've had a lot of comments on my channel, people wanting to know where I got this leather sheath at. And, you know, I just made that one just in less than 2 hours. You know, it did take a little bit of doing. You know, you have to have some experience in layout and stuff. I have, you know, many years of experience in laying out in templates and stuff like that, because I was a machinist for many years. But it took, most of the time that I spent was knowing what size to cut that leather, because the hand digger sheath that I have right now, I can't really take it apart. I don't want to take it apart because it's special to me, and I need to know if that digger is going to fit inside that sheath, because I can't just have a flat envelope right there, right? It has to be curved, so this top part has to be a little bit bigger. And getting this leather to work like that and gluing it at the same time was a little bit of a trick for me. You know, I'm not used to gluing leather together. So there's my first hand digger sheath. I think it works pretty good myself. I'll just stain it. I bought some stain and some dye. So there we go. There's number one. Number one's down. I think the next one will only take him about a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. Hopefully. Since I got all my tools and stuff ready for it. But I'm going to dye that. Take me another 5 minutes. And then let that dry. And then I'll condition it or put some oil on it. And start field testing it. You know, put it on my belt. And I'm going to start making a bag too. I'm going to design a bag for made out of top grain leather, not genuine leather. Genuine leather is cheap ass material, right? If I made a bag, a fines pouch out of genuine leather, I would not want to use it because it would just fall apart, just rip out the seams. But I have to saddle stitch the leather bag because I can't rivet it. Bags have too many points where it rubs on your gear, on your pants, and on your shovel and whatnot, and those rivets will end up just actually just coming out because I put a lot of heavy iron in the bag, and the stitches are just really a lot stronger. But I just need to learn how to saddle stitch. Only take me, you know, a few stitches to learn. I've watched a lot of videos, but it's a little bit more complicated than just seeing it on video. You know, I got some thread and some good thread and a good needle and pricking iron for putting some stitches in there. But I'm gonna do another one without all rivets. I'm just gonna have rivets on all 4 of these corners here, or all 6 of these corners. One right there, 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 one right there. So 6 rivets, and then I'll stitch right here and stitch right in the center, right there. So it'll look like my original, my first sheath that I had made for me. These 2 rivets will be gone, and these 6 rivets will be gone. So only took for me a few minutes. You know, if you guys want to make your own, just go buy some leather. Leather's really expensive. You want top grain leather, probably around 6 or 7 weight. Leather works the best. Don't get genuine leather. Get top grain leather. That's what the good stuff is made out of. That's what really good boots are made out of. That's what good belts, good wallets, good jackets are made of top grain leather. Suede, no. I might do a pigskin one, but pigskin is really soft, and I think if I put too much, if I use it too much, the pigskin will end up ripping. You know, pigskin is durable, but ripping, if it has a ripping force on it, it's not nearly as strong, but it is abrasive resistant. So I might be able to make I'm not really sure, maybe a pinpointer sheath out of some pigskin. So, well, there we go. There's my first leather sheath project. That was fun. I'm gonna do probably another one in a couple days, but I'm gonna go metal detecting tomorrow. I wasted over half my day today I didn't waste half my day. I had fun, but I did do some testing across the street on the curb strip, and I was hitting on some coins there. I didn't dig any, and then I went out to another permission there for a few minutes, and it just got really hot. I didn't bring any water with me. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.